Hello, all. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. I'm Garrett Cohen, and today we're going to be taking a look at two scenes from my feature length film, Fargo, released in 1996 and directed by myself and my brothers, Joel and Ethan. The two scenes in question are Jerry's meeting with Stan and Wade about the investment opportunity, and Jerry's meeting with Stan and Wade to discuss how to handle the drop-off of the money to Carl and Gare. The first thing you'll notice, if you've got an eye for detail, is that in the first scene, the three men are all separated by a few feet, with Jerry not even being able to sit properly in a chair. It's clear that Jerry is not welcomed by Stan and Wade, and that he feels out of place in the office. In the second, they are all very close to each other at the same table. Jerry, the one who roped them both into the mess surrounding the ransom, sitting at the center of it all. The two scenes are specifically cut so that their situations are essentially opposite. In the first, Jerry is asking for something, and in the second, it's Wade doing the asking. If the second scene had started earlier, we may very well have added Jerry asking to bring the money himself. Instead, Wade is the one expressing his desires first. However, the two scenes play out in similar ways, with Wade gaining the upper hand at some point, leaving Jerry speechless. But why is this? One of the things you might have noticed is in both the scenes, never once does Jerry champion his competence or abilities. In the first, he simply claims ownership of the deal he's devised, and feebly bargains in order to retain control of the situation.
No, but Wade, see, I was bringing you this deal for you to loan me the money to put in. It's my deal here, see? No, I'd pay you back the principal and interest. Heck, I'd go 1/prime.
In the second, we can give him credit for making better points, seeing as he uses legitimate appeals to fear and established facts to make an argument for himself to attend the drop-off.
Wade, they were real clear. They said they'd call tomorrow with instructions, and it's got to be delivered by me alone. They only deal with me. You feel this nervousness on the phone there? These guys are dangerous.
Still no attempt at establishing ethos. He is given a chance to vouch for his abilities in both scenes, though. In the first, he's allowed by Wade to say a whole sentence, but he wastes the opportunity.
Okay, I guarantee you your money back.
And he's denied.
I'm not talking about your damn word, Jerry.
In the second, Wade's opinion on Jerry's poorly defined abilities are shared in a more blunt fashion.
I don't want you... With all due respect, Jerry, I don't want you mucking this up.
Here, Jerry shows some indignation towards Wade's remark, but he doesn't follow up with a counter. He doesn't get the chance. Wade heard the kind of defense Jerry has to offer during the first scene, and as soon as the words
No, see,
escape his lips, it's clear to Wade that what comes next isn't worth listening to.
Look, Jerry, you're not selling me a damn car.
That's two muck-ups now. Has he been selling cars for too long? Has he been such a successful salesman that he doesn't realize in this situation the problem is within himself and not how he's advertising what he's selling? Is his self-esteem so low that he doesn't even consider singing his own praises? Does he perhaps feel some shame because of how he's torn apart his family? Well, that last one doesn't quite fit. It might seem natural to think in this direction, given how guilt affects other people, but in the first scene, the kidnapping hasn't been committed yet. As of that moment, no burdens, except for the unspecified debt he owes, weigh Jerry down. The other two, however, are fair game. But this is a question we'd like to leave open for discussion, as the reading of the two scenes becomes drastically different based on how you interpret Jerry's inability to defend his own character. However, I'd like to talk about the first interpretation more in depth here. If he is ignorant of his own faults, then the scenes are struggles between two similar individuals, both as prideful as the other, but in different ways. Jerry's is more subtle, not considering his character to be the issue in the question of how to convince Wade. Wade obviously has massive confidence in his ability to both handle the investments that Jerry has brought him and the hostage situation with his daughter, despite the fact that the criminals wanted Jerry alone. Because of their arrogance, each of these scenes seal one of their fates. Jerry's is sealed in the first when he misses out on his chance to persuade Wade of his ability to handle the money, which would allow him to pay back the money he owes without having his wife kidnapped. Wade's is sealed when he overpowers Jerry in the battle to deliver the money, directly leading to him being shot by Carl. Two opportunities for the continuation of normalcy squandered due to decision-making done by unsound minds. However, there was a third opportunity in the first scene that some might have noticed. Jerry is offered a finder's fee, but
I don't need a finder's fee. I need... Finder's fee's, what, 10%? Heck, that's not going to do it for me. I need the principal.
let us remind ourselves that Jerry needs $40,000. He wouldn't need $80,000 to split with Carl and Gayer if he didn't need them to kidnap his wife in the first place, a difficulty immediately alleviated by the $75,000 finder's fee. Why does Jerry act so irresponsibly and reject the easy way out he is given? What does this say about his character in relation to Wade? These are questions I'll leave up to the viewers. There's only so much guidance I can give before analyzing the movie becomes boring and predictable. I'll leave you all to it. Take care.